Okay, welcome back. So let's try and just speed up this tutorial because I'm getting bored with it. So I'm just going to speed up the development of the interface, and here is a currency converter. So let's speed up this as well, and here maybe we should just enter as follows. Let's get some buttons on board. That'll be for the total, so let's change that to JBTN total, JBTN total, and just enter total in there. So that'll be total right there. Increase the font size, increase this font size to something a little bit readable, maybe 24. That's cool. You just copy it across, why not? Control D. I need a couple of those. Right, maybe one more right there. So this will be exit, jbtnExit. Exit. Change the text content to exit. And let me just speed it up. Okay fellas, this is how the interface is looking right now. So if I compile and run it, there, that's how it's looking. So maybe a couple of touches to make it look much better. Alright, but what I don't need to do, this is working as expected though, which is already online. I have tutorial on this online already. So I now need, let's start with a drink. Maybe if I select that, I expect some values in here. So let's take care of that. We just copy the codes in here and change it to this. Okay, so stop that and double click on convert. That is, those are the lines of code for my currency converter, the Java currency converter. So let's come right down. So now you guys see the rest is the same lines of codes anyway. And there you go. So let me just copy this. I'm just gonna copy this, copy, and come right here, double click on this using ActionPerformed. Alright, paste that in here. So we now have to carry out a couple of changes. In the first place, I need the name of this. So let's get the name of that, copy that, double click this, and that is where I should appear. And I just need to know the name. So let's go for maybe T, and we need a price for T if T is selected. Okay, we will also need some variables here, so let's change this. I'm just going to call that T, and let's give it a value as well, equals maybe 1.2. right? So if T is 1.2, so let's get rid of this and just enter T there. Okay, and that is that. We also need a couple of variables more. Yes. I think we may call this, that'll be iced tea, ice underscore tea. That's fine. Then we have coffee, and we also have iced coffee. Then we have cola. Can now recall if we have Coke. Now let's just change the price. So this might be iced tea, maybe 90. Coffee, or maybe 250. And okay, cola, Coke, maybe 160. Alright, there they are. So all I will now do is just copy all of these. I think this name needs to be changed as well. What is the name of that? Okay, I have the name right here. That's the name. That's the name. Copy that and just paste it in here. Alright, if that's the selection, that's for T, then come down here, copy, paste that, and change this to iced tea. Iced tea, and change this one to iced tea as well. Okay. Now iced tea is taken care of. I'm just going to change that to T. Just change this to T. Cost of tea. Okay, and this one will be cost of iced tea. So just changing the variables around there. So with those two done, let me just save it and try it out and see what will happen. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, let's select T. There, that's the price for tea, and let's see iced tea. Iced tea, that's the price for iced tea. The coffee, that's tea. Let's see the price. Let's go up and check the variables. That's for iced tea. Okay, we need to check that as well. Right. Okay, now let's see this. Oh, we don't have iced tea. We don't have ice underscore tea. I think it's just tea. Okay, now let's compile again and run. Okay, that's for tea, and let's check out iced tea. Yeah, iced tea is working. So I have cola, I don't have Coke. Alright. Okay, so all I just need to do now is just copy and paste and get it out of the way, and then we might as well add Coke to it. Cola and Coke, they are both the same, but let's just add it. Right here, click on that. Maybe add there. Okay, now let's go for, we need orange as well. Apple juice. Let's go for apple juice then. Now double click on that. Let's enter apple juice there. Okay, double, and just enter underscore apple juice right there, equals maybe 199 there. Okay, copy and just change it around, paste that. So let's go for cola right here. C cola. Let's change this to C cola, and here that will be Coke. Okay, cola is done. I might as well change this N. Let's change that to £. there and here as well. One more. Okay, that's Cola taken care of. Now let's just copy that, paste, and that's for Coke. Then change this for Cola, and this will be Cola as well. This is Cola, right? So Cola is in place as well. So I'll just speed it up. As you guys can see, it's all the same lines of code, so I'm just copying and pasting. So let me speed that up. Okay, let me show you guys the code. Here are the variables that I've declared, and if apple juice is selected, this is the price that will go into LBL cost of drink. Right there, you can see this variable is now converted to string right here. You can see that, and I've now assigned it into LBL cost of drink. Exactly the same lines of code I've repeated for the rest of my drinks. So we now take the value inside LBL cost of drink, we will add it onto subtotal. But before then, let me run the program for you guys to see. Okay, let's run it and see. There we go. Select any of these drink or any drinks there, and that is the cost for ice coffee, that's the cost for Coke, apple juice, and so on. Supposing I select a drink, I want this to disappear, so let's do that. So let's come in here where it says else. Let's go for ifs as well. Copy that. If that is select a drink, select a drink. In this case, I want this to be nothing. So if you select a drink, let's get rid of this. We don't need that. All we just need to say is this becomes nothing there, and that is all to select a drink. So if you select that, whatever content is inside LBL cost of drink will be deleted. So let's save, compile, and run. There we go. If we now select any drink, we can see the value there, or the price, the cost of the drink. But if we select a drink, there we can see that's it. It's default back to nothing. Okay, so that one is taken care of. But what I now want is I need to be able to add every content in here. Add 1, 2, and 3 to this, add tags and so on. So let's get that done now. Okay, the next thing is let's take care of the exits. That's System.exit right there. Okay, that's the exit taken care of. Alright, now the next thing is let's take care of home delivery. So when I check home delivery, I want the price of delivery to be displayed right here. So with the home delivery, just right click on it, go to event and click on mouse click right there. That's it right here. So we enter that for the home delivery from here down here. That's those are the lines of code for the home delivery. So if I compile, let's just compile and run it. So just before running it is compiled anyway. This is the standard price for home delivery, and this is the checkbox. So if the checkbox is clicked, the standard price for home delivery is then converted to string, which is then assigned to P delivery. Okay, and P delivery is then entered into LBL cost of delivery, else home delivery is none. So if I run it now, let's run it and see what I'm talking about. If I decide to check this, there. So the same method that we use for tax, but in the case of tax, I expect it to add up all of the values in here and then enter it in here. Okay, and the drinks are working. That's the drink right there. This is not working yet, so let's sort this out, and then we'll put finishing touches to this and we'll call it a day. Okay, and we just need to adjust this a bit as well. Okay, let's get that done, but before that I think we need to get this sorted. But the exit is working now. Okay, let's come in here, let's copy that, just use that to get this sorted. Double click, let's go back, right click and unclick. Let's just use the mouse click. When the mouse is clicked, I want the following content in there. I want it to be cleared there, and I need the names of the other components. I don't know their names, so let's just scroll and see. Okay, I think I have some here. Yeah, I'm gonna copy and delete this. Okay, let me just copy all of these here. Right, copy it if I can. Copy and now come in here. Paste it in there and get rid of all of the other object beside it. Copy that and just paste it right here and get rid of this. There, gone. Okay, because I need to know the names, that's why I'm doing that, so that makes life easy for me instead of going forth and back. Alright, let's copy this and paste it in there. So that is the resets. That's the reset button taken care of now. You can see all of the errors are disappearing there, so that's good. So my reset is now on the way. Now let's take care of the rest of the calculations. So the reset is now ready. Maybe I still need to add one or two more components there, but it's now ready. Alright, come back here. Okay, the next thing is I've actually coded the checkbox, so I've used click events right there. Let's come down here. There, that's the checkbox. So I've declared the following. Okay, see menu. Alright, and right in here, that means if there's anything in here in the course of menu, it is assigned to the C menu right here, and that is whatever is entered into this text box of the chicken burger right here. It's stored in chick burger. Okay, Then this is the standard price for the chicken burger itself. So if you enter 2 in here, it's multiplied by this. So that's where I've used the if statement. There's a conditional statement saying if this is checked, then I checkburger multiplied by checkburger plus whatever is inside this very text box. And that's what I've done for it all. I've decided not to enter the pound sign here because I intend to add all of the numbers in here together. Okay, so it's just a shortcut really. If you notice, I've stored the value of the chicken burger, everything. I've stored it into an array that I declared. I don't really need it, but I just declare an array. Embed an array for you guys, for those of you who might want to know how to use array. I have the array right up here where I declared it right here. Okay, so let's go back down, right click, come back to the click events. So that is it for that. So that makes life easy. All I just did was then copy it and let's pass it to the other two and change the checkbox, and that is it right here. Then change the value and just other variable, just to give me a clarification of which of the meal you're going for. And the same thing was repeated for the third one, which is supposed to be bacon cheeseburger right here. Bacon and cheeseburger right there. So that's the lines of code. So if I run this program now, let's run it so that you guys see how it works for now. And that will be the end of tutorial number 3. See you guys in tutorial 4.